I had a good week. The first 2 days of the week were almost perfect. The third one, Wednesday, yesterday, wasn't perfect at all, but it was good enough. Yeah, it was good enough. Today was half and half. Good morning, but then some doom scroll. So the first 2 days were almost perfect. The second 2 days were almost bad, but I managed to do pretty much all the work for the week. So I have worked in advance, but I know that if I would have had perfect days, my apartment would be extremely clean. I would have done some chores and stuff, so a lot. But I think it's a good comeback week from last week that I accepted extra work and it was a complete mess. I think I want to use the extra time. A good task for me once the work of the week is completely done, because I'm missing a few things, is to start. Yeah, pretty much I was going to say to plan, right? To live in writing the things I have to communicate to agency number one. But I will never communicate anything strong, like very, that will initiate some conflict until I have like a third agency. I'm making either getting an agency for $3K or at least $1,500 to have that safe net, to that backup, because if I don't have the demand, it's tough to ask for things to clients, because they could exploit other editors, which, if that's the case, if they have that shitty mentality, obviously I don't want to work with them. Putting them to the test when I don't have a backup plan is scary. Obviously, if I had way more savings, like 3 years worth of savings, I wouldn't be taking any shit, like any. But I blew all my money living in an expensive apartment the last 3 years, and just this year I started to rebuild my savings. So yeah, I'm paying the price of that, of not having, because I cannot go look for a 3K agency, have the offer on the table, and then turn around to agency number one and say, hey, can you match this? And if they say yes, I have to say no to the offer of the agency number three. I would like start getting, I think, ruin that relationship with agency number three. But obviously from the get-go, I'm clear that I already have work and you have to come with a better offer for me to leave my current workload. They won't be butthurt about it, or me ruining the relationship. It's any good leader, boss, business owner would understand that the employees are looking for the best offer, and it's their responsibility to give them the best offer possible. And if they go to a better offer, there's no hard feelings. I mean, I'm thinking in a way of not burning bridges. If I need to, if I go to a new agency and they give me work for 3 months, but it doesn't work out and they fire me or something, I then want to have the opportunity of going back to agency number one, for example. But obviously, it's like, oh, okay, you want to come back, and as soon as you get a better offer, you leave us again. Which, in some sense, if they truly did their best to give me a better offer and they couldn't, there's no reason to. It would be bad from my from my acting to want to have that safe net again. In some ways, if I ever have an agency, a business, it'd be cool to provide that. Like, hey, if you ever go through a rough patch, I want to work here for a moment, for a short period until you get something better. Why not, right? That would be cool, right? To offer to people, to our fellow humans. So, but obviously, yeah, it's, if I go after a better offer, it has to have some, again, the key here, I think, is to have 3 years worth of savings to not do that type of thing, to not have to wait to have another offer to, for example, push back on my current clients in stuff that I don't like, or that I don't think I'm getting treated well. Like having to, one of the worst things is micromanaging, and when they start asking for stuff outside of the scope of work, the initial scope, right? That's extremely annoying. But yeah, if I am completely disciplined, I don't doom scroll, I don't waste time, I don't waste energy, I have a lot of time in my hands to either accept more work, ask for more work, look for more work, and build a better income for myself. I can be at 4K for sure, and have normal work hours, have plenty of time to train, play tennis, spend time with loved ones. So that's the goal. I'm still struggling. It's incredible how I'm still struggling with doom scrolling and wasting time. I said in the Spanish version of this that after this I will start like an experiment. I have to do something different because it's not working. I have to do something like no phone, no computer. No phone other than communicating with my loved ones. Then no computer if I'm not doing something related to work or chores. Like I was doing my financial numbers, financing, because I procrastinated on it for a month, I think, close to a month, and that was taking more time than it needed because I accumulated a lot of balancing to do, I think is the word, logging all the expenses and stuff and earnings. So that was taking more time than it needed if I did it on the every week or every 15 days. So yeah, anything that's not work, I don't have to use any device. That should be the rule. I should be using devices to minimum, and if I want to rest, Netflix or whatever, I can, but it has to be deliberate, not doom scrolling because I got overwhelmed for a second and my brain wanted fast dopamine. That's the annoying part. But yeah, it's a good comeback week after the week of accepting extra work that I don't want to accept anymore unless there's the clear boundaries, clear expectations that's on me to communicate well. That I'm not communicating well with agency number one, because I'm afraid of losing that I won't lose. They won't leave me out to dry, I guess. You never know, but they won't. After everything I've done, it would be like, if they do it, it's like good that they did it, because they would have stabbed me in the back on a worse occasion. But yeah, again, I don't have enough savings to feel able to have conflicts, which it sucks. But But yeah, I'll put my head down, work as much as possible, and try to get ahead again. I'll start an experiment, so I have awesome news for next week. Let's do that. Thank you for watching the entire video, and I'll see you next week.